My family invited me to Christmas dinner just to announce my cousin's promotion to CEO. As everyone clapped, my uncle leaned over and said, "Some people peak in high school." I should have just smiled and kept eating, but I'd been listening to this for 3 hours straight. I'm 29, work in logistics, and apparently that's not impressive enough. My cousin Derek got handed a VP title at his dad's company, and they're treating him like he cured cancer. Meanwhile, I've been coordinating international shipments since I was 24, managing teams across 4 continents, but nobody asks about that. The invitation came 2 weeks ago. My mom called saying how important it was that I attend, how the whole family would be there, how we needed to support each other. I thought maybe they actually wanted to see me for once. I was wrong. I walked in and immediately knew something was off. The dining room was decorated like a corporate event. There was a banner that said, "Congratulations, Derek," hanging over the fireplace. My aunt had printed out poster-sized photos of him in a suit. It looked like a shareholders meeting, not a family dinner. Derek was already holding court in the living room, surrounded by relatives asking him about his new role. He kept talking about disruption and synergy and all these buzzwords that meant nothing. His dad owns a mid-sized insurance firm with maybe 200 employees, and Derek got promoted because his last name is on the building. I grabbed a drink and found a spot in the corner. My younger brother came over and whispered, "This is insane, right?" At least someone else saw it. Dinner was worse. They sat Derek at the head of the table like he was royalty. My aunt spent 20 minutes talking about his achievements, how he graduated with honors, how he was born to lead. My mom kept glancing at me with this disappointed look, like she was comparing us in real time. Then my uncle stood up to give a speech. He went on about legacy and family pride, and how Derek represented everything their generation had worked for. He talked about sacrifice and vision and dedication. The whole time, Derek sat there nodding like he'd earned any of it. That's when my uncle turned to me. "Some people peak in high school," he said, loud enough for everyone to hear. A few cousins laughed. My aunt smirked into her wine glass. Derek didn't even try to hide his grin. My mom just looked down at her plate. She didn't defend me, didn't say a word. I felt my phone buzz in my pocket but ignored it. I was too busy trying to figure out how to get through the rest of this dinner without losing it. My brother kicked me under the table, giving me a look that said, "Just breathe." After dinner, they brought out a cake. Not just any cake. A custom 3-tier thing with Derek's face on it and future CEO written in gold frosting. My aunt started taking photos, making everyone pose with him. I stayed in my chair. My uncle noticed. "What's wrong? Not happy for your cousin?" I said I was fine, just tired from work. He laughed. "What work? Moving boxes around?" That got more laughs. Derek raised his champagne glass. "Don't worry, some of us have to do the grunt work. Economy needs people at every level." My phone buzzed again, then again. I pulled it out, ready to silence it, but saw the sender. My boss. Subject line, "Confidential, board decision." I opened it expecting some weekend task, some shipment crisis I'd need to handle. Instead, it was a company-wide announcement that hadn't gone out yet. Our CEO was stepping down after 18 years. The board had voted. They'd chosen his replacement. My name was at the top of the email. Effective January 1st. Full executive package, stock options, relocation assistance if needed. Fortune 500 company, 15,000 employees, real responsibility. I read it 3 times to make sure I wasn't hallucinating. My uncle was still talking. Something about how family businesses were the backbone of America. Derek was laughing, signing someone's napkin like an autograph. My mom was smiling at him the way she used to smile at my report cards, back when I thought making her proud was possible. Then my uncle noticed me staring at my phone. "Work emergency? Oh, wait, you probably don't get those in your job." Everyone turned to look at me, waiting for another joke at my expense. I turned my screen toward him. "Actually, I just got promoted to CEO of a Fortune 500 company. Real board vote, not a family handout." The entire room went silent, and Derek's champagne glass stopped halfway to his mouth.